Koffee Gang.
So here, me, the man CJ, BB Ray, and Eve, and we told you we'll be having a guest come through in the studio, the evicted big brother, Housemate Praise. Hey man, how you doing?
Hi guys. Hi guys. How you doing? I'm good.
Yeah, I used to call you, like when you were in the house, I used to say you look so much like Sauce Kid.
Really?
Yeah, a little bit. When he, went on the cornrows, like a little bit. Nobody has told you that before.
No.
Yeah, I don't
I'm
see
lying.
it. I don't see it. I don't
You guys
see
don't
it
see it.
at all. I think you're on your own with that one. Speaking of your hair is amazing.
Thank you very much.
What's your routine?
Well, it's the whole
Do you have
natural, it's all natural. So I have to, always steam. I have to always condition.
You do have a routine.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
That sounds stressful.
Yeah,
very.
CJ, you can tell that. Like his hair looks soft. CJ, yours looks
Loads
like.
of peace.
Yeah,
BB
don't shade
actually, was a bit of a fan.
I was.
Just let
thank
you
you.
know.
I'm
Yes.
a fan
I
girl.
appreciate it.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so first of all, how was your journey? How did you enjoy everything?
Yes, I did actually. I don't think I would change a thing. It was a very good ride. I feel fulfilled. I feel like a winner. I didn't get to the finale, but
yeah.
I feel very, very fulfilled, and I feel like I did my best in the house, and I was present, and that was actually my goal, to be present, to make everyone see me, to sell myself as much as possible, and I hope I did.
Yeah, you were actually
Nice.
very present, honestly.
Yes, you were.
You had a lot of, highlights here and there. So which would you say is or was your most memorable highlight?
The highlights
if
of
you
your
were?
highlights.
Highlights of the highlights.
Yeah, winning the Betway Ninja Games twice. I think that
Twice?
was yes.
What was the prize?
Pampering. Yes. Off all chores, so I just get to eat from anywhere. I just get to
Chilling.
not do anything. When everyone is cleaning, I'm sleeping. I don't even wash my plates after eating and all. So yeah.
We wish that.
So out of all the highlights, the arena games, well said. Of course, one of the major highlights that fans would remember forever, for a while, or for the next year, will be that of yourself and Ka3na. I know you've answered questions plenty places about this.
Yeah.
So would you say that would be part of the highlights for you in the competition, your relationship with Ka3na?
No, for Ka3na, I don't think it's a relationship, or it was a relationship. It was an understanding. We understood each other. We spoke about our lives outside the house and all. So I felt like she was my safe place in the house.
Wow.
Because going into the house, I just had to put it out there that, look, this is what I am and this is what I do. This is my life outside the house. And, a lot of people withdrew from me after that
Yeah.
statement.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So she was still, kind of cool with
Keeping
me
the
and stuff.
connection. and
Yeah.
whatnot.
Yeah.
So she did use a term, because the video came out. I'm sure now that you're out, you know that.
You've seen
Yep.
all the videos.
And she used a term. She called it aggressive cuddling. Now we don't know what aggressive cuddling is, so maybe you could shed light on that situation.
I don't know what aggressive cuddling is.
I'm sure he's
yeah, we cuddled and it was intense.
So was it just cuddling?
Yes.
Oh,
Intense.
so it wasn't there. So she's right then. Aggressive.
It was aggressive.
and you said
cuddling.
something when she was evicted that she always remembers you at night. I don't know if you remember
Yeah,
that.
I used to always, yeah. We fight a lot. Me
Yeah.
and Ka3na, we fight a lot. But at the end of the day, she's comfortable with me and I'm comfortable with her. So most nights
And she
in the
remembers
house
you.
is very cold.
Everybody says that.
Everybody says
Very cold.
Yeah.
So trust me, the duvet might not be enough. Some
So you
nights are
needed
not as
the
cold.
body heat.
Yeah, so body heat and also I guess that's
So
what
I guess you were okay with that situation that she remembers you at night.
No, not really. I used to tell her you're a user. You only use me for
Yeah.
warmth. I know, but then it's all jokes. It's all cool. I think she slept on my bed 3 times or so, and that was it. So I guess it was just
It was just
warmth.
body heat. Warm.
Yeah.
Survival.
Yeah.
Survival. All right. So now, lots of stages of your time in the house. You got closer to Lucy.
Yes. I
Now,
did.
would you say you would have loved to, be closer to her from the beginning of the competition? Because I saw an interview where you said that she's actually a very cool person.
Yeah.
Now, if you had your way to go back to the house, would you have gotten closer to her like at the beginning instead of maybe Ka3na?
No, I think being in the house, you just need to form bond with people, because at the end of the day, the game changes, and at the end of the day, those same people, you know, who you think got your back, have to do that, because at the end of the day, it's their choice to keep you or send you out of the house. So I think the first day, second day, me and Lucy were cool. And after the whole announcement about me being in something and having a child, Lucy withdrew a bit, which was fine.
Yeah.
You know, and Ka3na still, you know, wanted to be friends with me. And, you know, later on in the game, Lucy told me that she liked me.
Oh.
You know, she liked me. Yeah, and I understood that fact. And
how did you feel about her?
I like Lucy as a person, you know, getting to know Lucy, you know, I don't know how the public looks at her, but she's a very cool person, very emotional person, you know, and she's misunderstood. That's all I can say. You know,
we get that.
She's very misunderstood, and there are times where, you know, she would bring a suggestion, and, you know, because of how deep Lucy is, it's going to be hard to interpret because of the limited time we have to showcase task and all that in the house. So I feel like that's why I wanted her to have that one person who she could always talk to and who could always tell her, okay, this thing you did is wrong. Do not do it again. Someone to
just be there for her.
Yeah, because Ka3na was that person for her.
So when Ka3na left,
she felt alone, and you know, so I wanted to just.
And now that you're out,
who's she gonna turn to now? Who do you think?
I don't know. I think Lucy always has Dora.
Okay.
Dora would always tell. Dora would always tell Lucy
the truth.
No, Dora always tell Lucy if Lucy is being, you know, insensitive, or if Lucy is overreacting. You know, and Lucy would tell Dora if Praise is being insensitive and overreacting, and Praise would tell Dora Lucy is being this, and Praise would tell Lucy Dora is being that. So we had like I feel like we were like a clique.
All right, cool. You know, we'll come back to this interview with Praise. It's still in the house. And if you have any question, you can send it to our WhatsApp number. We're going on a quick break right now. Do not go nowhere. We're just getting started.
Koffee Gang.
So I have the big brother housemate Praise in the studio. And we're talking about his time in the house. All right, so now on to the next one. Now, I'm sure you've heard of, Brighto's, talk about you being engaged to an older person, which I think is not a big deal, actually. But how do you feel about him, should I say, discussing your business with other housemates? Do you think that was actually proper?
I think for Brighto and for the record, I'm not pissed at him about what he said or for what he said. But I think I hurt Brighto unknowingly. I don't know how. I don't know what I really did to him. Because for him to say what he said, he must be hurting and he must be, you know, trying to get back at me or something. But I don't know what I did, because I know a lot of times in the house I like to mimic my housemates, and I feel like it was fun doing it for everybody. So
maybe it got to him.
Because I wouldn't say I mimicked just Bright. I mimicked every single housemate in the house. You know, and I feel like he took it too serious, and you know, I wish I knew in the house, then I would have talked to him to say, okay, I'm sorry, I didn't know this was how you felt about this.
Exactly.
You know, don't take it to heart. I was just joking, and maybe I would limit how I, you know, because Brighto actually was one of my guys. It was someone that I liked his energy, and whenever we were in the same group, I'm like, Brighto, you know, I was always excited when we had to work together, you know. But I'm not pissed. I'm not pissed. I feel like, you know,
so it's a conversation that it's worth having when he's outside the house.
It depends on how everything is when he comes out, but I think it's not a big deal. You know, it's just too bad it's in the Big Brother house, we're on camera. I don't know what someone else has said about me off camera about you know, me, you know, even not in the Big Brother house, but too bad it was on camera, and you know, I don't feel bad and I don't blame him for what he said.
That's a very mature way of looking at it.
Yeah, very mature actually. I'm talking about your woman and your relationships in the house. Don't you think, do you feel maybe she'll feel some type of way about it? Or
what I can say about my relationship outside the house is it's a work in progress. So we're working on it. So
the engagement is still on.
Yes.
Nice.
All right then.
All right. So if you were not engaged now, would you have considered any relationship with the housemate you?
Because it seemed like there was a little thing going on with Wathoni, towards the end. I'm not sure what that was. I don't know if it was Bright who was, pushing that agenda forward. But what was going on there?
It depends on what you mean by if I wasn't engaged or if I was single.
If you were single,
not in a relationship.
if you were not in a relationship, you
you
were just on your own. Like, who would catch your eye? Who do you think that you'd actually want to pursue something further
Or do you
with?
feel you would have gone into a proper relationship, maybe with Lucy, Ka3na, or whoever?
Yeah, being with all the housemates and seeing their personalities and stuff. I think Lucy.
Okay.
Yeah, because I feel like in the house, Lucy understands me more than any other housemate. Lucy would come to me and tell me, you made fun of me and I didn't like it. But other housemates wouldn't say it. But, even in the house, Lakon has called me to tell me, see what this person said about you making fun of him. See what that person said about you making fun of them. But none of them ever came to me to tell me. And in the house, I was a confrontational guy.
Yeah.
If I feel bad and I feel like what you said wasn't nice and it didn't sit well with me, I would confront you and tell you, guy,
That wasn't
that
That wasn't
cool.
it.
Try. You get.
Yeah.
No do am again.
Yeah.
You get. The very first serious time I was really pissed in the house was when we were doing a task and Trickety, said something that didn't sit well with me, and I was like, don't ever.
Yeah.
Don't try it again. So,
Tackle
but
it
after
there
that,
and then.
Darren, I didn't want it to linger, and I told him how I felt, and that was it. And if you noticed, we just forgot about everything and we were cool.
Good.
Yeah.
Because the moment I air out my grievance, I
Let it go.
move on.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm over it. That's how I am. I don't like to hold things in.
Nice.
All right. Now the strategy of people going into the house, having this companionship, do you think is a necessity to actually be relevant in the Big Brother competition? Because I feel like everybody wants to have a ship
Yeah.
to stay relevant. Take, for example, Wathoni now, she has none.
And it
But
seems like
I
she's
feel
looking.
she's looking, she's trying
She's
to,
really looking.
find one.
Yeah.
You think it's a necessity to stay relevant in the competition?
Okay.
Because I think people that have the most buzz
First
they're always involved with someone else.
Okay, so first off, I don't think it's a strategy. I think it just happens. And secondly, when you're in the house, being that you've been on your own for about over 2 weeks without your phones, without TV and all, and you're just all to yourself, looking at the ceiling, walking around, pacing. When you see other people, you crave attention. You want to talk. And in the house, it gets at some point in the house, you would want that special person. You want that person that
You can just connect.
that would talk to you more than the way every other person would talk to you. So, and I feel it'll happen. Then about strategy, I don't think it's a strategy, for them in the house.
So you think that all the
Wathoni-
ships are genuine?
Yes, I think Wathoni liked Prince, liked Kidwire at some point,
Yeah.
liked Prince at some point. And it didn't work out, it didn't materialize. So at some point I think it also messed with her confidence a bit. Yeah, but she's an amazing person, and I feel like Wathoni needs to Wathoni up, because the first week in the house, Wathoni, whatever that means, Wathoni had a one-on-one altercation with Ka3na in the first week where they had a back and forth stuff, and I was like, damn,
What's going on?
yeah, and after that she just sunk into herself, and I feel like Wathoni is someone who can break tables in the house, but
Maybe
I mean,
she's
she
like,
kind
Trying to
of-
be careful.
yeah, she's trying to be careful. I think everyone is trying to be careful now, because at the end of the day, from the first eviction, you know that
Housemates decide.
housemates
Housemates
are
deciding.
deciding, so you would want to be on the
everyone's
Everyone's
good
good side.
And what do
Yeah.
you think about that particular method of eviction? Housemates deciding. Do you think it's fair?
At the end of the day, I think if it wasn't housemates deciding, it would be the public, because if your housemates want to kick you out, they would still nominate you for the public to kick
True
you
that.
out.
True.
So I think a lot of housemates preferred the other method, but I think this method is fine, because at the end of the day, you being you not knowing who nominated you is one, and you leaving the Big Brother house and knowing that more people wanted you out than in,
yeah.
it makes you understand that, okay,
It's
this
not
is it.
just-
Yeah, this year. The first eviction, second eviction, third eviction was sentimental. But now I think people are starting to
Get tactical.
get tactical and, strategic, who in this house is strong? Who do you think in this house might, be too strong? Okay, this person, okay, let's wait and see if this person gets to the bottom for, let's just cut him out. Let's just cut him off. Let's kick him out so that we know that the lesser people. And I feel like some people right now, the strong housemates would be in soup when they fall into the bottom because they would want to kick themselves out to have someone who's not really strong
as a
as a competitor, so that there's lesser competition. Yeah.
So who do you think the strong housemates right now are? If you had to name about 3.
If I have to name, I would like to name 5. If it's okay.
Okay, top 5. Go ahead.
Lakon, Prince, Dora, Lucy, then this last 5 is going to consist of 3 people. Kidwaya, Erica, and Nengi.
Wow, that's like 7.
That's 7. Yeah, those are my top 7.
Strongest. So these are the people that you think are the most likely.
And if you're
I would have said V and Neo, but when I was in the house, V got almost caught, and Neo got Neo too. Same thing. So I feel like the people who have been, steady. Those are the people. Brighto too. That guy, I think Brighto's strategy is Brighto's strategy is the most.
I think it's the
strongest strategy.
It's
and
strong,
the thing is,
but last week, after last week, I feel it might shake a bit, because of the question
his strategy is
how he
based
clearly
on
lied. Yeah, but it's coming out.
Facts.
It's deceit.
It's a deceitful strategy.
All right, now talking about V and Neo that you mentioned now, do you think if they were maybe not into each other, that say V would fit for Lakon?
V? Mm-hmm. I don't know. I can't say. I really don't know what people are looking for in people. Mm-hmm. But if it's qualities, Lakon has all the qualities. Lakon is smart. Lakon is no, not Lakon, because he corrected me several times. It's Lakon.
That's like a rap name.
Lakon is intellectual. Lakon is a wonderful person. Lakon will carry your matter on his head. It is his own. He's the first person I bonded with in the house, even before Prince. Yeah. But me and Prince, we had a special thing, our names already just clicked it from the first day when it's Prince. I was like, oh, P-Square. And for a while, we didn't stay up to you. We started getting close. I was very sad to leave him in the house because I felt like I would have his back and he would have mine. So right now, I pray that Prince gets all the support and votes he needs from the public, because if Prince gets to the bottom 4, they're going to cut him off because he's strong. He's a very strong competitor, and that's what is happening now.
And now the way you just shout Lakon with praises. Why didn't it work with Erica? I'm just saying, he sounds like a wonderful guy from how you described him now. Then what do you think maybe what just didn't fit with Erica that she went for Kidwaya? In your own thoughts, I know you're not Erica, but
I would, in my own thought, I told Lakon, this is what Erica said about you, because she said she's mentally attracted to you and she's physically attracted to Kid. So I think at the end of the day, we just have 10 weeks.
Right. Yeah.
And looking at Kid and Lakon, let's forget about their intellectual ability, about their now let's focus on their physical attributes. Physical attributes. Kid is, I call him silverback gorilla in the house, because I feel like his presence, he's like
alpha
male. So I think, and apart from the fact that Kid is also exposed than all of us in the house, I think he's well exposed, well traveled, and all that. So first of all, coming into the house, his accent swayed a lot of people because he has British accent. I'm a sucker for British accent, and I always love to make fun of V, and I always want to hear her talk because I'm a sucker for British accent. And also his
just his
gesture, his gesture. He'll pull her when she's walking. kiss her in the neck in front of everybody and all that. And
so you feel
that attention, those things feels good.
Okay, so
and
the naughtiness, the
the charisma.
Lekon can be naughty as well.
I know, but it swayed her. Think about it.
Like Neko will ask, "Can I kiss you before I kisses you?" Whereas Kid will just grab you and
grab you, and those kind of things. And sometimes you just see her like, the element of surprise. Yeah. So
Lekon doesn't have that.
He does. I feel like outside this house, I always tell him in the house like, Lekon, when we have conversation, I'm like, Lekon is a bad boy. Lekon is a bad boy. Lekon is a bad boy. And I feel like I told him, look, thousands of people are waiting for you outside. A lot of people like you. A lot of people loved you. I told him in the house, I said, Lekon, you've not been under the bottom for 4 weeks in a row.
Yeah,
so that proves what you're doing is working for you. And also his insecurities too. Lekon is the whole thing with Erica kind of messed with his confidence a bit. So and I was the only one I was one of the people. I think me and V, me being out of the house, I feel bad. I'm not there, but V's got him, and I appreciate her so much for that. So
who do you think would win if you had to pick any
just one person?
Just one person.
Yeah, just one. Just give us a name.
Lekon.
Yeah, there you have it, from the mouth of praise.
And real quick, last one, the relationship between Nengi and Ozo. Just 30 seconds. Your thoughts on that?
Yeah. Firstly, it's a situationship. That's what we call it in the house. Situationship, not relationship. And Nengi has stated it several times. Ozo, it's not going to happen between you and I. But Ogo is still, Ozo is the kind of person that won't give up. I like that about him. But at some point, I feel like I don't think he will get tired as long as they're both in the house. But I feel like he needs to focus on the game, because the alpha male that he is when he came into the house, and the dominance he has, and the respect he has, I think at some point people would stop.
Dwindled,
it has dwindled. Even in the house, people would just be looking at him like, and it used to always hurt Dora to see him that way because she cared about him. So I think Ozo needs to just focus on the game.
All right, more like on your focus.
It's not the man he used to be when he came into the house. All right, so that's it on this interview. Thank you so much, Praise. And
thank you very much.
By the way, what are your future plans? What are you going into?
Okay, first of all, follow me on Instagram at it's praise, it's_praise. Follow me on Twitter at it's_praise, and my brand explicit_live.
I saw that yesterday.
Yes. So future plans, dance. I want to continue. I want to get my certification in Latin and ballroom, because I'm certified,
awesome.
but I need to get my bronze certification.
Awesome.
In Latin and ballroom. I also am certified in fitness. I want to focus on fitness. I want to also go into modeling. It's something I've always considered. Right. And also at some point maybe acting.
Shoot for the start.
Go for it all.
Go for it.
I want to push my brand Explicit Life, which consists of dance, fitness, and male exotic dancers. Nice. So I want to empower male exotic dancers. I want to empower male exotic dancers. I want to empower that. So.
All right, that's it on this interview. Thank you for joining us. And if you want to, maybe, should I say, watch this interview, it will be online on Hot FM 93.3, Instagram and Twitter handles HotFM_Lagos, and on YouTube too, HotFM_Lagos. Follow up so you can catch up on this interview if you want to maybe hear all he said all over again. And also you can follow us.
That's right.
Did you say amen?
Yeah. I just read something on my live and I said amen. I'm sorry.
Okay, no, actually it's valid.
I just read something on my live.
It's valid, and you can follow us.
That's
follow us on social media. BB.
My handle is BB_Ray. That's BIBI_RAII.
And follow me at Eve Bankong, EVEBANKONG.
And the man CJ.
It's the man CJ. I was actually waiting for you to finish up. It's the man CJ, THEMANCJAY on all social media platforms. Have a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bright and early.
Yep. Back to house music.
Koffee Gang.